Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make a holiday card. Actually, I'm going to hand color a holiday card. This guy. So if you want to see how I actually did the photo shoot, I have a similar one where we took pictures of a dog in the backyard. So I'm going to color this with pastels. This is a black and white photo that I printed on a 5x7. This is cardstock. It's a little over 200 grams per square meter. And I printed it from Lightroom on my Canon Pixma i6820. I actually bought that printer because it suited to print on thicker papers like this one. So I'm going to color it with soft pastels, and if I need it, I'm going to add the color with cotton rounds and Q-tips for a little more detailed areas. And if I need a lot of detail, I'm going to use my pastel pencils right here. So let's do this. So let's start by adding a very light brown. This is like tan actually, to the floor. So I grab my pastel and just rub on some of that color on the cotton round. And we'll lightly touch up the floor. If you do this directly, you actually get too much of it, and I want to prevent that. Also, you tend to go more opaque when you put pastels directly on the paper. So when I turn this black and white, I actually put a red filter over it first. I did that in Silver FX Pro, but you can also do that just in Photoshop or Lightroom. And I did that because the dog was actually wearing a red suit, a Santa suit, and if I would turn this just standard with standard settings, black and white, that would turn out pretty dark. So the red filter makes the Santa suit a lot lighter, which means I can now add a nice red to it, so we get a nice saturated red. It's a very subtle color, but I like the subtleness of this. Trying to go around the dogs. I want to keep the dog white. Okay. So we actually just had our house painted, and we painted the walls a light gray. So I'm going to leave it that way. And then I take a slightly darker brown, color the guitar. Let's do the couch the same color. Okay, let's add some darker brown to the piano. So I like to start with the bigger areas first and then go on to the details. Okay, let's add, no, I'm gonna do that with, I was gonna do the frame of this photo, but I'm going to do it with the pencils. Same for this one. All these books had a lot of different colors, these covers. We'll also do that with the pencils. But let's add some green. That's outside the window here. On the foliage. I believe that's sky, so I'm going to add some blue there. Maybe a little bit more here. Okay, and then with the other side of the Q-tip, I'm going to pick up some blue. Good. I think the piano can have some more color. Go back to the piano. So you want to go back to that green and add a little bit here in the other window. And maybe again some blue up here. There we go. Then there's a fence outside. Let's take this one. A little bit of fence in this window. Okay, so now let's go to the pencils. Let's take this guy. I'm going to add some color to the frame here. And then I take another Q-tip and smooth it out a little bit. Okay, let's take this darker brown for this frame. It's actually not that noticeable. This might blend in a little bit too much with the photo. Okay. Let's do some of these books. I have no idea what the real colors are, but that doesn't matter. Some yellow. Just going through pretty much all my pencils. Let's go back to some brown. Okay. And now let's smooth it out a little bit. I'm not taking a new Q-tip for every new color. I don't mind if they blend together a little bit. But the smoothing out helps. You can see the colors are very soft. And now comes the most fun part, and that's adding the color to the dog suits. Take a bright red. It's good to have a nice sharp point for the pencil. That's looking pretty good. Look at that. I think we might smooth it out a little bit here and there. and I'm not doing too much. I kind of like the way it is. Did I get all the dogs? I think I did. These dogs back here weren't wearing any suit. I think we're almost done, but what's missing is some more green. So let's take this one. We can add some green to these letters up here. Maybe not the whole letter, so it's kind of like there's light shining on them. Actually, maybe if we do smooth it out a little bit, it gets a little lighter, and it kind of is more consistent with the rest of the card. And it's finished. Our holiday card. Black and white photo, printed on cardstock, 5x7, and colored with pastels. Of course, if you have a lot of people you want to send your cards to, it's a lot of work doing this for every one of them. However, what you can do, you can take a picture of this with your camera and then print it in color, or have it submitted to some servers and have it printed for you. And there you go. Done. I will see you next time.